Just to set this up, 33% of all e-commerce purchases come from returning customers, and user-generated content is one of the most effective tactics to not only bring them back, but to tie into this fundamentally social nature of people. Now, to help us understand all things user-generated content and how that works, especially in retention, please welcome JD from Yakko.
Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate the introductions here, and Jan, excellent work. So guys, super excited to be here. My name is John David, or JD, from Yakko. And over the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you guys the important role and impact UGC can play in the buyer's journey, and really provide some actionable tips and strategies on how UGC can help you increase repeat purchases and customer retention. So for a little bit of context, here, Yakko is really a longtime partner of Shopify Plus with over 300 shared merchants. And we're essentially a customer content marketing platform that helps brands leverage every different type of UGC and really leverage that content across the buyer journey to increase trust, social proof, and sales. So with a seamless out-of-the-box Shopify integration, it's really never been easier for merchants today to leverage the power of social proof in UGC to really build a stronger brand and better customer experiences. Yakko's integrated solution lets you collect, curate, manage, and respond to user-generated content from a single sign-in platform. So the idea is you really want to capture your customers' experiences, broadcast those great experiences across the buyer journey, whether it's from consideration all the way down to purchase, and really use this data to continuously improve your business. So thanks to integrations with partners like Nosto, you're also able to seamlessly personalize certain aspects of that customer journey. Lots of synergy there. We all know the good old expression, the end of a journey is the beginning of a new one. And at Yakko, we firmly believe that super seriously. We fundamentally believe that every great brand that's out there is built on happy and returning customers. So whenever a purchase is complete, you really have to ask yourself a simple question. Have you reached the maximum value of this customer? Well, the answer is probably no. In fact, we've seen that 33% of all money spent in e-commerce comes from returning customers. That's a third of your revenue right there. That's a massive amount. That means if you haven't probably yet invested in your customer retention until now, taking a few simple actions can lead to a swift uplift in sales. Our research has shown that returning customers spend more than first-time buyers. After analyzing the revenue data of thousands of merchants out there, we've seen that almost 15% of shoppers are returning shoppers. They account for 33%, or a third, of all total money spent, which means that a returning shopper spends nearly 3 times more than one shopper. 3x. That is huge. So customer retention and re-engagement are really UGC marketing's bread and butter. You can incorporate UGC in your retention tools, such as coupons, upselling, really making it super easy for you to bring your hardened customers back to your shop, back to shop on your site. If you target the right message at the right time to your customer base, you can quickly generate additional sales from your existing community of buyers. So customer retention essentially should never be neglected, and you should really look at it as another stage in the customer's journey, or another funnel where you can engage your community of buyers with UGC to become really a core part of your brand and to generate more sales. Most importantly, and before we dive into the practical tips, it's important to note that with UGC, you can create and continuously engage a customer community around your brand. This is going to keep your shoppers engaged and loyal. And don't let the relationship stop at the checkout page. This is an incredible opportunity to engage them after the checkout. Stay in touch with your customers after the purchase so that they can share their experiences and really become a voice of your brand. And now, without further ado, I prepared 6 practical tips for customer retention with UGC. So let's go. Tip number 1, coupons. After a customer makes a purchase or experiences your product for the very first time, it's at that critical moment that they're thinking about how they feel about your brand. If this was a good investment, if this is something they feel warm and fuzzy about, or if this is even something they're excited to recommend to their friends and family before coming back for more. So with Yakko, whenever customers make a purchase from your store, they automatically receive targeted review request emails asking them to review the experience of the product that they recently purchased. Within those emails, you can now incentivize them with coupons to write reviews and share them on social. From Europo's customer base, we've actually seen a 43% conversion rate from coupon visitor to order. There is no easier quick win than that. And the beauty doesn't stop there. Another way to continue boosting engagement past the point of purchase is by integrating your loyalty and rewards program with your UGC strategy. For example, Smile.io and Yakko have a really symbiotic, powerful integration that makes it very easy to re-engage buyers past the checkout and really incentivize them with loyalty points for writing reviews, submitting customer photos, and sharing them on social. This way, customers don't just come back to buy more for the discount or the loyalty points, but they're also really here to develop a bond with your brand. And fostering these relationships is absolutely critical, as returning customers, as we stated, is 1/3 of your total income on average. Tip number 2, social proof plays a critical role in the consumer's discovery process. Give shoppers the information they need to purchase confidently with quick, reliable responses from your customer community or from your team. Leveraging your customer community to answer questions and really advocating for your brand is an incredibly powerful technique in not just enhancing social proof on site, but in engaging your customer community and really letting their experiences be the voice of your brand and really let them sell your brand for you. You can incentivize customers with coupons for answering questions. Other than how it helps with new sales, we've actually seen that 12% of people who actually receive these questions, even if they don't answer them, end up coming back to your store to buy. Here is an example of our client, Vanity Planet, a merchant that is absolutely thriving and crushing it on Shopify Plus. This is the product page, and at the bottom of their product page, this is what you would see. On the top part of this slide is a UGC gallery. So these are all customer-generated photos that were curated by the brand, and this adds a really nice emotional and visual layer on how other customers are actually experiencing the brand. If you check out the bottom part of this product page, you'll see that this product alone, Vanity Planet, has generated over 11,000 reviews. And next to that, in the blue frame, are 100 questions that have been asked by prospective customers. Now, in this situation, when questions are being asked about the product, Vanity Planet has 2 options. Either answer them directly themselves or send that specific question to past buyers who had 5-star experiences and let them answer on their behalf. Consumers want to hear from other consumers. They want to hear from real people who had real experiences, and they don't only want to hear from the brand. This is what it looks like. On the top there, you'll see that Natalie asked a question. She's a visitor, a prospective buyer. She's almost ready to make the purchase, but isn't quite sure yet. So she has the question about the comparability of another product. You'll notice that 3 other customers are answering this question, proactively advocating for the brand. Talk about social proof. So this really turns a regular product page into a dynamic community. This makes it incredibly powerful for first-time visitors to feel very confident in your brand, as well as letting your customers' voice and experiences champion and evangelize your product. Tip number 3. With Yakko, each one of your clients receive automatically triggered post-purchase review request emails. Within these emails are a powerful opportunity to upsell and promote related products that are currently being reviewed. Our algorithm chooses products that are most likely to bring back past shoppers back to buy more. From data collected from over 2,000 stores, we've seen that almost 30% of customers who click on promoted products in these post-purchase emails end up converting. Really take advantage of these review request emails to promote your top-rated products to recent customers, keep them engaged, and of course, keep them coming back. So for example, if a customer bought a jacket, they'll receive a review request email on that jacket asking them to share their experiences on the specific product. You can now promote other products that are matching or specifically related to that jacket that's currently being reviewed on. This is a really effective way to drive high intent traffic right back to your product pages. You can also promote other top-rated products and top-selling products as well. Tip number 4, really socialize all the content you collect. Promote your brand's customer love by showing it off all around on social. You have the ability to push your best reviews and UGC to your brand's Facebook and Twitter account, instill trust in your products and brand through social proof. We've seen that shoppers who engaged with shared UGC on social spend more time on site than any other customers. For example, adding reviews to Facebook can boost time on site by up to 10%. Tip number 5, leverage UGC in your dynamic ads. So when customers leave your website, you can re-engage them with product-specific dynamic retargeting ads that are jam-packed with social proof, including 5-star reviews and UGC in the messaging. So Yakko ads for Facebook and Instagram makes it really easy to create beautiful and effective social ads using reviews and UGC from verified buyers. And according to a Facebook study we did with Blenders Eyewear, these ads can lower your cost per acquisition by 38%, increase return on ad spend by 62%, and decrease your cost per click by 40%. So in general, as a rule of thumb, when running Facebook ads, make sure to include real customer photos and UGC from people that people relate to, and not just generic stock or product images. And now, for my last tip, this is really a sneak peek into a brand new product that we're launching very, very soon, and that's maybe the most important tip for customer retention, which is listen to your customers. Customer-centric companies are by far the most successful. That means that listening to your customers should be your top #1 priority. Amazon is one of the most notable examples out there, but we see that this is the case with many of Shopify's top brands that we work with. Here's a quote by Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos. "Customers are always beautifully, wonderfully dissatisfied. Your desire to delight customers will drive you to invent on their behalf. As the richest and one of the most powerful individuals on earth, he's got to be onto something." Reviews in general are a great source of consumer feedback in determining what customers like, don't like about your product, about your brand. In the last couple of years, we've actually noticed that this has become one of the top reasons for businesses to use reviews in the first place. Some of the fastest growing brands we work with, just like Vanity Planet again, are actually integrating their customer feedback in their product development processes. But as a brand, how do you actually listen to your customers? You can get extremely precise input from customers doing focus groups, but it's very hard to scale over time across different customer segments, different product categories, different geographies, super challenging. On the other extreme, you can get constant feedback at large scale from social media, but it's incredibly hard to draw actual conclusions from them. So there's no solution that is deep on one hand, but scalable on the other. And without further ado, I'd like to present to you guys Yakko Insights. So Yakko will automatically extract key insights from all the reviews collected by using natural language processing and machine learning to analyze, group, and tag them. This empowers you to see what topics matter the most to your customers and really empowers you to determine which factors have the biggest impact on customer satisfaction. So as a merchant or brand or business owner, you can now invest time in what matters the most. For example, let's just say you wanted to know what customers in New York had to say about this specific product quality or that service versus customers in Toronto. Well, now it's possible to draw conclusions by allowing Yakko to analyze all your customer reviews that are coming in, grouping them by segments, and turning them into critical insights. Having your finger on the pulse of what customer sentiment is around your product and brand, for better or for worse, is really the most effective way to make smarter business decisions and really keep your customers coming back by continuously leveraging their reviews and feedback to improve your offering on an ongoing basis. Wrapping up, UGC plays a major role in the customer journey, from acquisition to conversion, and of course, retaining your customers using the content generated from them. The most important thing I'd like for everyone to take away from this session is that happy customers are really your best marketers. You shouldn't only invest in bringing them back for a second, third, or fourth purchase, but really use them to engage your community, evangelize your product, and really let their experiences be the voice of your brand. Thank you, guys. It was really a pleasure. If you guys have any questions, would like to learn more about some of the latest trends in UGC marketing and how it can help your business, we're always happy to talk.